My mom has been very excited and wants to set up some first aid, water, snacks, and all of those things. She's been texting me every day because she is very excited to be involved with this, and she still blows her mind that these nuns are running and that there's running nuns. So I can't get over that.
Well, welcome Team OLA. I'm here with Emily Witt. She is a native of Bartlett, which is kind of interesting for us, for those marathoners. Emily, you want to introduce yourself and what you do for your day job?
My day job, yeah. So PJ said I'm Emily. So my day job right now, I'm a full-time nursing student. I'm getting my master's at Rush University in Chicago. So right now is my last semester, so I'm just getting all my clinical hours in and finishing my graduate project.
Well, welcome, Emily. We're excited to have you.
Yeah.
So talk to us tell the team about how you got involved with OLA in the first place.
So originally, Rush is very, very big on community service and reaching out to the communities, especially around Rush, because they have some of the highest chronic disease and death rates, unfortunately, right there around the west side of Chicago. So our first day of orientation, they took us around Chicago to 3 of their main volunteer sites, and OLA happened to be one of the ones that we went to. 76 nursing students come out of this bus to be greeted by Sister Stephanie, going on and on about the mission and having so much energy. And I mean, I couldn't believe that just this little woman had so much going on. And I was like, this is like, she's a nurse. She's a nun. Like, this is what nuns do. And I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I met these nuns. And she goes, well, like, how old were they? And I was like, they're like in their 30s and their 20s. And she goes, oh my gosh, you need to go somehow get involved with this. And so I kept getting Father Bob's emails, and eventually I had volunteered a couple of times, and he was talking about the marathon a lot. So I decided, you know what, this is my chance. And I had really good experiences at OLA. So I was like, I can finally give back a little more.
Excellent. So have you been down to the mission much?
Last time I went to the mission was last month for the food pantry. Really ramped up from the last time I was there. A lot of people.
Well, thank you for coming when you can. There's a lot of work to do. So
Yeah.
as folks who are in the area know, the volunteers are very appreciated, particularly for the Monday and Tuesday food pantries. They're serving so many people. So talk to us about your running career and how it got started.
So in all honesty, I did not like running at all. I've played soccer my entire life, which is kind of ironic because that's one of the sports that you run the most in, and I just despised it. Going into high school, though, I didn't really know anyone, and someone suggested to me, well, you should go out for the cross-country team. And so I did that for my freshman year, and I was like, that's definitely not for me. I'm not going to do that. I can't believe these people love just running 5 miles. They must be crazy. And so then I continued with soccer. But after I played soccer then in college, but then once my college athletics kind of stopped, I was like, I need to find a way to stay in shape. And running had always been something that I had done. And so I was like, you know what? And especially when COVID happened, I had watched this really cool documentary about this Ironman athlete that did 50 runs in 50 days. And I was like, I can run a couple miles, 50 days in a row. And about halfway through, I was like, I think I can, it's not as bad as I remember it being when I was younger. I think I can go a little farther. And then, as I said, I got Father Bob's email and I was like, this is the time. I just got to do it. And it hasn't been that bad. I actually have enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would.
So talk to us about your training plan and your plans for October 10th.
So I'm going to do the full marathon. I've still committed to it. I was like, I've put this much work in. I just got to pull through. And my training plan was the one Sister Stephanie gave me. It was the novice runner marathon. Really nice, easy, steady, kind of building up paces, longer runs on Wednesdays and the weekends. And it's given me something to do. It's the first time I've actually had plans in months. So every weekend I got my long run to look forward to.
So being from Bartlett, have you been on the trails, the course?
Yes, I have. I've been twice, actually, for the first time It was tough because it was one of my first long runs, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. But then about halfway through, which everyone will see, you really go through this awesome forest preserve called Hawk Hollow. And that was like kind of like the halfway point of my run that day. And I was like, okay, if I can get through this, and it went on marathon day, if I get to do this twice, it's something that I know I can look forward to. And so I did 20 miles yesterday, and I was like, this was not as bad as the first time. And when you go and it's starting to sunset, it's really beautiful. So something to get my mind off of running, and I can just focus on everything around me.
Yes, so you've been on the course that was marked, or not marked, but it will be marked for the October 10th.
Yes.
You'll be joining us there. So I understand that Father Chris is going to be running, and you know Father Chris a little bit.
Yes, when it was so funny because when Sister sent out her original email, she was like, we're running in this town in the suburbs called Bartlett. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I wonder where we're gonna run. And she goes, and then Father Chris from St. Peter Damian has like offered up to help and a course. And I was like, this is like too good to be true. St. Peter Damian is right down the street from where I grew up, and it was a parish that we used to go to. And in grammar school, St. Peter Damian didn't have a school, but I went to grade school in the town over, and Father Chris was actually the pastor at the school when I was there. And then when he switched and went to St. Peter Damian, our family kind of switched back and forth where we were going because my mom loves Father Chris so much that we saw a lot more of St. Peter Damian as we grew up.
So will we see your family on the course?
Yes. So it's awesome because the course actually goes right in front of my house. And the intersection of the 3 mile and 12 miles is like a mile, like not even like a block maybe from my actual house. So my mom has been very excited and wants to set up some first aid, water, snacks, and all of those things. She's been texting me every day because she is very excited to be involved with this, and she still blows her mind that these nuns are running and that there's running nuns. So can't get over that.
Well, we'll have to stop by on Friday when we're in the area and say hello and introduce ourselves. But, well, do you have any goals for the marathon?
So originally my goal was just to finish, which that is my goal, to finish. Looking at my times lately and how quick I've been going, I was like, if I can do it under 6 hours, I'll be very happy. And I think I have a little bit of an advantage knowing the area pretty well, and I'll have my family strategically placed along the course to make sure I get through this.
That is excellent. Well, Emily, thank you so much for joining us today. We're very excited to have you and have you on the course. We'll be there. There's somewhere between 40 to 50 runners. So it'll be a really nice group of folks. So thank you, Emily, for coming today.
Thanks so much for having me.